What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our second exclusive segment this week, Season 2, Week 10. I'm Ryan.
I'm Anthony.
And for this segment, it's kind of hard to do. We're doing our heartfelt apologies to certain players, teams in the NBA that we were wrong on.
Yeah, link in the description below for this week's episode of the podcast. We did our conference finals predictions, kind of just discussed the playoffs, some stuff just that happened, some things we noticed, some things we pointed out, touched on some NFL as well in there, so be sure to check that out. Check out our first exclusive segment this week where we talked about the 76ers and why they are a poverty franchise right now, except Embiid and Seth Curry. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're new, like all our other videos, rate us on Apple Music, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, keep showing us love. Don't forget about our 200 subscriber giveaway coming soon. This is coming on Thursday, so be sure to check out our other content from this week. Can you tell them about our sponsor again?
Little Italy Pizzeria. He just made me a cheesesteak. It was pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
Good.
Cheesesteaks,
Best
pizza.
in the state, baby. I do
Best
it.
in the state.
Best in the state. Best cheesesteak. Best pizza. I don't know what he's talking about. Pretty good. Pretty good like his Spurs. Pretty good like
your
Ben
Sixers.
Simmons, who sucks. Pretty good like who's like a pretty good. I'm the greatest. I'm the GOAT of cheesesteaks. If you don't believe it, stop by, check it out. I'll prove you wrong. Sign an autograph. We'll talk a little bit, whatever. Hang out. Ryan's here sometimes too. So, would you like to start off with your apology to
I'll start off first.
with your freezing cold take?
I wouldn't say freezing cold take. So, I doubted the Suns. I did.
Yes, he did.
Part of the reason, lack of experience. The other part, I kind of doubted the talent. Turns out I'm wrong. Obviously, they're playing pretty good.
Yep.
Not sure they're going to go win the finals, but I disrespected the Suns. I had the Lakers beating them at 4. I mean, if you
said
put
5,
the
so
Lakers,
it's not much better.
if you put the Lakers against them, I'm still going to take the Lakers. But they did earn my respect. Devin Booker definitely earned my respect.
Stephen A. said Devin Booker is the next Kobe.
The Chris Paul trade, I thought it was a bad trade,
No.
bad value.
I said that for
Chris Paul, I thought was washed. So it was like, I thought it was bad. I did, and I thought the Suns were gonna, maybe sneak into the playoffs and probably lose first round to the Lakers. No, they win. They destroy the Nuggets.
They're 3 wins away from NBA Finals.
Destroy the Nuggets, which isn't saying much, obviously. But now they got the Clippers. If Kawhi don't come back, they're gonna sweep them. I think that's probably pretty certain.
Devin Booker keeps playing how he's playing.
Yeah,
40
if
point
Kawhi
triple
comes
double.
back, it's going to be a series, I think. Either way, I respect Devin Booker now. I was wrong.
Thank
The
you.
Suns are a pretty good team, and I respect them. I definitely think they can be in the finals within the next 5 years, as you previously said, but the Sixers, absolutely not.
So since this is an apology video,
Yep.
would you like to leave your apology to the Phoenix Suns and Devin Booker?
Phoenix Suns and Devin Booker, I sincerely apologize. I was wrong. You were right.
Okay, so moving on. Which one should I start with? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to go with one of my more obvious ones. If you follow me... Sorry, my dad's yelling. Anyways, start off with the most obvious one. If you've been watching your NBA videos, you know I wasn't the biggest fan of Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, you're a baller. You're pretty good. Without you, the Jazz are probably nothing. Rudy Gobert sucks. So I just want to say I'm sorry for hating and saying you're sorry. You're a baller. I wasn't a fan. I didn't think you were very good, but watching your games, watching you play and come and play even against the Grizzlies, good defensive team. Would you have 37, 35 in the first 2 games back off an ankle injury?
He's averaged over 30 every game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing good. It's tough. They blew that big lead to the Clippers. I was betting on you because I saw in that first series that you're a baller. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Donovan, if you're watching this. Hit me up. Come on the podcast. We would love to have you. But, yeah. And,
I'm a huge fan.
I am
He's
now,
not.
too.
Oh,
Ryan was
okay,
right
you are.
about Donovan Mitchell. I'm moving on to another guy who I hated on and I still am not the biggest fan of. But I'll give you my respect. You got to give credit where credit's due. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, Kevin Durant. You're a bad man. That game against Milwaukee, Game 7, was tough. You did your thing. you bought out. You had that big triple double in Game 6. I think it was Game 5. And you did that. I was like, okay. Then you came out Game 7, had the game of your life. I still think that you're a
No good for nothing. We'll just say that.
BITCH.
Okay.
But you're a baller, so I'll give you credit where credit's due. You did your thing, and props to you, Kevin. I'm sorry for saying you suck at basketball. You're a good basketball player, but I still don't like you.
You got one more player. Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, I'm not going to apologize to you because I still feel how I feel about you, but I hope you have better from your knee.
That's it?
That's about it, and here, you can go with another one before my final one.
So, this one isn't really to an organization, but this one is to you guys. I know you count on me to be right all the time. Turns out I'm like Kendrick Perkins. I'm right 85% of the time. And this 15% is the Miami Heat. Not only did I think they were going to beat the Bucks, they got rolled by the Bucks. 4-0 swept. Giannis, I also owe you an apology because the way you were talking when KD was dropping 40 on you, you were like, oh, I don't know what to do. KD's is great. You finally stepped up. Yes, he still dropped 40 on you, but you kind of made it hard, and you at least, you scored with him. That's what I was waiting on. I was waiting on you and him to be the best players on the court. You made it happen. Middleton helped you out a good bit, but still, I owe you an apology. And the fans owe you an apology. The Heat suck. Okay, maybe not.
No, I don't want to trade Tyler Hero. He's too valuable for us to give up for James Harden.
Don't ever say I never said that. I never said that.
That's a Miami Heat.
Jimmy Butler is the only reason I was high on the Heat, and I wasn't a huge fan of Giannis. So, apology to Giannis and apology to you guys.
You live and you learn, right?
That's why we're here.
This one, gonna have to bite the bullet big time. The Atlanta Hawks. I'm not
And
apologizing. And Ryan. I had the Atlanta Hawks losing to the New York Knicks, and I think I said 6 games.
I didn't.
Maybe said generous. Maybe I was leaning more towards 5, but I was generous and said 6. You're about 4 wins away from going to the finals. I think you guys are going to get rolled by Milwaukee in about. I'll give you guys a game. I'll give Trae Young that one 37-point game we'll have.
What about Herter?
Oh, get Kevin Herter, Gallinari, and John Collins and Clint Capella. Hey, best of luck to you guys. I'm not apologizing. I hope you guys get trashed by Milwaukee. I'm not apologizing, but I'll admit I was wrong, but I'm not going to apologize. You guys are going to get rolled by Milwaukee. Stick to it. Trae Young had me like this in the game, throwing my horns up. So horns down forever around here. But yeah, Atlanta, I was wrong. You know who else I was wrong about?
Who?
Paul George still sucks. I'm not gonna say that.
Who else is I wrong about?
I had the Hawks beating the Knicks. I also had the Hawks beating the Sixers. I'm pretty sure I said that. I definitely did. Hawks and 6. You were like, what? You don't remember that? Who else was that?
I want to apologize to Ben Simmons for giving you so much support and you just stabbed me in the back and punched me in the face. You might as well kick my puppy, kick my brand new dog. You're a bum. I hate you right now. Like I said, you're on in the YouTube video Tuesday, link in the description. Be sure to check it out. You're on the same level as Mac Jones right now.
I really don't have to apologize to that many people. For me, it was the
Well,
Suns.
if we're talking about apologizing, like about to the fans about take, do I have to apologize about the Lakers?
No, because every single one of you guys had the Lakers winning too.
Yep.
And if you didn't, you're a liar.
You're full of crap.
You
Like
are.
I always say. I don't really have anyone else to apologize to.
Chris Middleton, you actually kind of stepped up, and I give you props.
Who surprised you in a good way?
Give me time to think. You got one?
Jason Tatum. I'll give Jason Tatum some props. I know they lost in 5.
Oh, I
but
know.
Jason Tatum, he's a baller. He did his thing. He's on the same boat as Donovan Mitchell right now. I was wrong. I thought they were sorry. They're ballers. They do their thing. Kevin Durant, I still don't like you. Kawhi Leonard, you still suck. Paul George, you still suck. But yeah, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, props to you guys. You guys proved me way wrong. I've been high on Devin Booker for years, so I don't have to say anything. Ryan gave me my apology in the video. He gave me my apology. So I don't have to say much about that.
For me, you're not going to like it, but it's Trae Young. When he was coming out in the draft, I was like, I think he's going to be a stud. The defense might not quite be there, but I think he's going to be a stud.
I wasn't high on Trae Young coming out.
A lot of
there.
people didn't like him, including him. Things undersized, whatever. But he went out there, he balled out in two of the hardest places to ball out, New York and Philly.
Yeah, two of the most toxic fan bases you know.
That you could
Everyone knows
possibly
about Philly
imagine.
fans, and New York fans are just as bad. He went in there. He's playing a supervillain role.
Mhm.
I like it. I like the bad guys.
Even against Philly, you know, it was Game 7. His shot was not there. He could not hit
What
the
did he,
shot.
I think he
Couldn't hit
finished
the wood.
5 for 20.
But he was
25
still
for 23 finished.
still a huge part of the game, and he never quit trying. He was taking shots for his team.
The Kevin Huerter game, we'll call it.
We will call it the Kevin Herter game.
The Sixers'
He was
last
the
two
stud.
Game 7s in Philly. Or no, the one was in Toronto. But the Sixers' last two Game 7s are known as the Kawhi Leonard shot and the Kevin Huerter game.
Oh man.
I don't have much else to say. Like I said, I gave credit where credit's due. The Atlanta Hawks are going to get rolled by the Milwaukee Bucks. If you want to hear more about that, link to the bio and linked in the description of the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. I think that's going to wrap this one up.
See ya.
Peace. We'll see you guys next week.